Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about bowing lanes in the Sound Innovations book, page 2. So basically bowing lane is where you should be placing your bow to contact the string depending upon the dynamic level of the piece that you're playing. So if you take a look at your instrument, the closer to the fingerboard that you place the bow, the quieter the dynamic that will be produced. If you move your bow closer to the bridge, you're going to get a louder sound, and depending on the dynamic, if that's what's needed, then that's what you want to do. Now there's other things involved as well, bow weight, bow speed, bow pressure, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Just really the bowing lanes. If you take a look at number 1, we are starting at mezzo forte. So remember that mezzo forte meaning not quite forte, so pretty loud, but not the loudest that you can play. And if you take a look at your diagram, you can see where that bowing lane is. It's fairly close to the bridge, but it's not right next to it. So for number 1, I'm going to place my bow hair flat and on the mezzo forte bowing lane, which is pretty close to the bridge, and I'll sort of show you where that is, right there. All right, and we're going to play number 1. And then number 2 is forte, so you could go ahead and move your bow closer to the bridge and try that one. And then moving on to number 3, we're talking about tilting the stick. So the quieter that we're getting, we want to use less bow hair to contact the string. And conversely, the louder we get, we want to have more contact between our bow hair and the string. So what I mean is, you don't have to play with all of your hair, all the horsehair at the same time, all the time. If you tilt your stick for violins and violas, what I mean by tilt is move your bow hand this way, so in the natural way that it would roll, like that, so that you're tilting the bow towards the scroll, tilting the stick towards the scroll. If you're a bass or a cello player, you're going to do the sort of the opposite way, because your hand's going to want to go like this. So if you imagine sort of opening a doorknob or turning a doorknob, that's the way that you're going to tilt your bow to get a quieter dynamic. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So normally if I'm playing, I have the horsehair flat, if it's a pretty healthy dynamic, and if I want a little bit quieter, I'm going to move it over and then also tilt it. So the quieter that you want to play, the more tilt you want to have, and by tilting the bow, you're going to have less hair contacting the string. So I'm going to see, let's see, I'll do number 6. That is pianissimo, so it's very, very quiet. Close to the fingerboard, the hair will be, and you're going to really want to tilt your bow so that you're only playing on the very edge of your horsehair, maybe about 10% of your horsehair. So number 6, I'm going to move a little closer so you can see it. Also notice I'm in the upper part of my bow as well. 1, 2, 3. Do that again. So notice that my bow is tilted a little bit, so that's not tilted. Now it's tilted. All right, and then if you want to play very loudly, what you would do is use all your horsehair and move it close to the bridge. So let's have an example of that.